So, you want to hit things, huh? You want to be buff! You're not some bard with nothing but a silver tongue, or some nerd who needs to be taught a college course on an enemy before they can hit them, or some twig-armed wimp who can't even bench twice their own body weight. You don't need special stratagems, or spells, or somatic components. What do those words even mean? You're the barbarian, and you will realize that excessive violence is getting you nowhere, and that what you really need is to be noticed and appreciated. Yes, the Barbarian, Haver of Rage, Crusher of Skulls, and Bane of any GM who wants an actually challenging combat encounter. While not as powerful as the 1E Barbarian, who could grow 2 size classes and fly and breathe fire, there's still plenty here for you to have fun with. But first, ability scores. There's only really 3 you need to care about. Dexterity, for dodging some attacks maybe. Constitution, because even though you get 12 hit points per level up, letting you walk around with 2 circles of hell clinging to your leg, what if you find a 3rd circle of hell? Finally, Strength! And I don't have to tell you why! For features, in order of usefulness, they are Open, a super move you can do as long as you haven't done any other opens during combat, because if offense is the best defense, you're a goddamn. A Flourish is another super move, but instead of once per combat, you can only use it once per round, which sucks, but on the plus side, there probably won't be any enemies left once you're done. Finally, Rage. Rage gives you additional damage, hit points equal to your level plus your con modifier, special abilities, and a penalty to AC as the world melts away into blood, as you seek only to use that energy to build up instead of destroy, creating a positive impact on you and the people around you. And turn your enemies into a gooey paste on the wall. Now, what determines the special powers you get while raging is your instinct, which gives you abilities at 1st, 7th, and 9th levels. If you do things counter to this, you'll lose your special buff powers. Now, there are many reasons to get mad, but here are the ones that give you free magic. Superstition. You hate magic and magic people and hit them harder, but you can't have any spells put on you willingly, with some exceptions. This one just sucks. Don't pick it. Spirit. Ghosts follow you around, and when you rage, you get possessed by them. You can't disrespect corpses, unless they start walking around and go nuts, and when you're raging, you can choose to do either vitality or void damage to whatever you're fighting. Giant. You are one large lad, not just physically, but personally as well, because you cannot let a single insult slide no matter how many times the bard learns this lesson. You can wield weapons made for things significantly larger than you, and decide your weapon is bigger through magic. You gain clumsy while holding it, but when you do hit, you hit way harder. And can also resist one type of elemental damage. For some reason. Fury. You're just plain pissed off. You can do whatever you want, and get a free 1st level class feat. It's extremely vanilla, but getting resistance to physical damage from all weapons is awesome. This is the Sandbox Barbarian, and is probably the most versatile. Elemental. Choose an element, and while raging, you're surrounded by a tornado of that element, do the damage type associated with that element, and are resistant to that type of damage. Don't spit on the ground though, it might punch you in the face. Dragon. You have some interesting preferences and also can't leave the bard alone. While raging, you do certain damage depending on the kind of dragon you chose, which are black, blue, green, red, white, brass, bronze, silver, copper, gold, silver, forest, sea, sovereign, underworld, apocalypse, bliss, crypt, Edict, Havoc, Infernal, Animal. You can't use weapons while you're raging, but you get a pretty good natural weapon based on which fursona you choose, which is any from the list of ape, bear, bull, cat, deer, frog, shark, snake, or wolf. Barbarians have a huge number of feats to choose from, meaning that between this and instincts, no 2 barbarians will ever really be the same. They range from being able to throw random crap as part of your rage, to throwing your friends as part of your rage, to pulling a guts and killing everything in the room in one attack, to turning into a dragon and ghost wrangler.
Why is this here?
So, play a barbarian. Because no matter if you're tearing owlbears in half, ruining aristocratic dinner parties, or giving the bard even more reasons to stay away from you, you're gonna realize that therapy is expensive and hitting things is more fun anyway. Happy playing!